First, wanted to say hello and thank you to the people at Finovate. Just such a well-organized event, and we really appreciate the opportunity to come today. We are here to launch smart web apps, an alternative to internet banking. My name's Rob Gaynor, co-founder of Malauzai Software. That Malauzai means little monkey in Cantonese, so we have our little friend here, which you can visit us later at the booth. We serve over 300 community financial institutions throughout the country, both banks and credit unions. We build native smart apps that are purpose-built for each specific device. Makes financials a little bit tough for Danny and I, but it's a much better experience for the end users that use our software. We're here to deliver a message. Internet banking, as you know it, is dead. Why go backwards and create internet banking after we've done mobile? The reality is there are lots and lots of users that are on the internet using a desktop browser, and they demand and deserve a mobile-only experience. We call that smart web apps. We coined that term MOCs so that we could really bring and highlight the idea of apps running on the desktop. Smart Web Apps addresses the convergence of internet banking and mobile. It has superior economics for financial institutions that adopt this platform. And it sets the stage for mobile apps when we decide to bring them to the desktop. The first thing we want to do today, as we actually set up the demo for Smart Web Apps, is look back at what we've done to date. The smartphone right there that Craig's showing first is where we've been able to bring market-leading innovations, where community banks have out-innovated money-centered banks. The ability to turn on and off a debit card is a great example. There are over 90 community banks and credit unions that are live with this feature, and not one money center bank. Another feature that you'll see is something we call Picture Pay, an alternative to traditional bill pay, which is revolutionizing how consumers pay bills. It then moved on to the tablet. We create an app-like experience, things like the 3D carousel, the ability to come in to the application and navigate through using your finger, the ability to drag and drop account tiles when you transfer money. These are all things that we're bringing to the desktop with the mobile-only experience, or MOCs. So let's go ahead and demo the Smart Web Apps. I'm going to introduce now Danny Piangerelli, co-founder of Malauzai Software. Danny?
Thanks, Rob. So the question in your heads is probably, if internet banking is marginalizing, then why are you announcing smart web apps? And I'm really glad that you asked that question. So here is smart web apps. Does it look familiar to you? It probably should, because we just showed you our iPad application. This mirrors the iPad experience, but in a browser. There is no strange cross-platform or emulation shenanigans going on here. This is a native browser experience. It's the same initial view of your data, the same fluid experience. You know, when we log into internet banking sites today, frankly, it feels like we're actually going back in time. Where the mobile experience has continued to improve, has gotten better, has trendsetted. Even a lot of the UIs that we've seen yesterday and today, gorgeous stuff. Internet banking has frankly stagnated. We built Malauzai on a single platform, and we built it that way from day one, to give our customers a simple, effortless mobile experience. So when we turned our attention to internet banking users, we were actually faced with a decision. Do we wait the 2 to 3 years for all of those users to essentially move over to mobile, as they're doing in droves, or do we actually build on top of that same platform, make the investment, but build the same beautiful, simple, intuitive interface and present it in a browser? So that's what we chose to do. Because we built smart web apps on that same robust platform, convergence between mobile and web was just a natural outcome. We never even considered, it never occurred to us to make it actually look like internet banking. We built smart web apps driven by the same mobile-only experience. So why did we choose mobile? We chose mobile because, frankly, nobody had to actually show your mother or your kids how to use an iPad. With our mobile product, there's actually no guidance, there's no help required. 1 or 2 screens, they typically show all the information that you need in one shot. The best experiences are effortless. Craig is showing us here, basically if it's simple and intuitive to drag and drop 2 accounts on an iPad to do a transfer, why wouldn't you just do that on the desktop? Card management, something that, as Rob mentioned, we pioneered on mobile. Since it was built on top of that same platform, we just put it in the browser. Now, does it make sense for card management to be on a mobile device? Absolutely. Does it make sense for card management to be on a desktop browser? Actually, we're not sure. Our customers will tell us if it's useful or not. But the reality is, because it was built on that platform, we stuck it in there. The mobile experience is a superior experience. If 75% of the time your customers are doing the same 3 things, why force them to have to use and learn your site's navigation? And here's one more thing. If it makes sense for your retail and your business customers for an FI, why not have it make sense for the FI's employees? Here, Craig is showing us how an employee can search for a customer or a member. They can bring up their transactions, they can transfer money using the same exact interface as the customer. In fact, this employee could actually hand the iPad over to the customer, and that customer could finish the experience on their own.
Thanks, Danny. Thanks, Craig. Really awesome demo. So 3 things to remember: MOX, convergence, and superior economics. No longer will a financial institution continue to pay a price on both sides of the fence. Thank you very much.